Hi, and welcome to a repot, cut up, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're going to dig into our Pinot Princess Scary, Wilhelmina Pinot Princess Scary, that I got from Brookside Orchids back in February of 2021. I knew it was 2021, I just didn't know the month. Now today is a nice day here in Denver, Colorado. It is going to get up to 62 degrees, so I do have my windows open, kind of airing out the house after the last few days of kind of cooler weather. So if you do hear the outside traffic, I will apologize if I can't get it edited out, but the girls need some really nice fresh air. I need some really nice fresh air. I just need to air out the house, get that stuffy out. So if you hear it, apologize ahead of time. So in the Saturday stroll for 24 February, I was telling you guys that I think she can do better. She did grow some nice little bulbs here for me, but then the cane of 2022 was a really sad showing. And then this is 2023 right here. These right here, they do look like they're rotting, but they're not. This is just the way that these bulbs go over. They just brown and look yucky like that. This one's kind of soft, but it's not soft and squishy. It's soft because it's pretty much been depleted of all its energy. This one is still fairly thick, and then this one right here has kind of been depleted as well. So my plan, once I get it out, is I'm definitely cutting off these two. The two that are definitely depleted. I might cut off this one, but she does have this nice leaf that is helping to senesce. I also want to put her into this, what size is this, a 5-inch pot? And that is a 12.5 centimeter. I don't know. I won't know until we get in. There are new roots starting, so now is a good time to do this if I'm going to stress her. She did have a nice CalMag soak earlier this week in about 150 parts per million of CalMag and seaweed, 100 parts CalMag, 50 parts seaweed. And I'm just going to reuse the bark because I just recently repotted her about a year ago. So I'm still going to use this bark. If once I take it out, I see it's not very well, we'll shut down for a minute. I'll go get fresh bark and then we'll put her in there. But let's see what we got in the pot. I'm really nervous. I am going to squeeze, and she does have, as you can see, like she's got roots in there, but I don't know how viable they are. I want to give her a refresh. It's getting ready to be spring. Hopefully she'll kick out a new growth. Yeah, a lot of these roots look like paper. Yes. Let me just shake off some of that because let me show you guys something real quick. So on this one, you can see she's got that little root, 2 root tips coming. She's got a nice pretty root right there. And now that I'm looking at her, I think I am just going to cut all 3 of these old bulbs off. Let me make sure none of the roots got into the media. And the media is still nice and firm, so we're just going to reuse it. It looks like it's good. Let me just give it the old whiff. Oh, yep, still smells nice and fresh, so, well, not fresh, but you guys know what I mean. It doesn't have the I'm old and get rid of me smell. Let's get as much of the bark though, or can reuse it. All right, let's just fluff her off here. And then I do have my heavy duty fiskars, and I'm just gonna cut right here, right in between this one and this older one. Now I know that's only gonna leave her these 2 growths, but I feel like she's gonna kick out another one, and with these new roots coming, I see a lot of pretty root tips coming, and I'm hoping with the refresh, perhaps next year, or this year of 2024, she will give us a beautiful bloom. So I'm going to start though, I'm not going to go directly to where I really want to cut. I'm going to start on this old one back here. And while I'm doing this, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, join me on the journey of really saving this girl. Because I think this is her last hope here. All right, let's just look at, well, you can't really see, oh, it's a nice clean rhizome. Look, can you see it? Let's see, where is it? Right there. Nice clean rhizome. We always like to see that. And then I'll cut this one off. Let's see, maybe. Yeah, right here. So I'm just gonna cut right there and check the rhizome again because we don't want any of that purple stuff in there. So nice clean rhizome still. So I don't think she's got anything diseased on her. I think it's just a matter of getting her in. Okay, now I have to be really careful right here because that's where one of those lovely new roots is growing. There we go. So we just put those all off to the side. Unfortunately, most of these roots that we do see are not viable, so we'll cut those off. I just have to be very diligent and pay attention to what I'm cutting because good roots are by bad roots. And I will be putting a little bit of cinnamon on here. The plan is I'm gonna try to get these roots that have the new tips and everything into the media. I just have to be very careful not to damage them with putting the bark back in. That's where we are going to run into trouble. Okay, so that's got root tip, and then that one does not. All right, so here's what we have left. And she is just starting her root system because she basically just finished her growth. It takes her about 9 months to completely grow, and then she starts her roots. She does not give out any roots like some oncidiums will start their root once the new growth gets to a certain growth point. She does not start producing roots until after she's completely finished the bulb, the leaves, everything. So I'm going to gently lay her right here so we can move all this out of the way. And she was in a, what size pot is this? I think this is a 6. No, this is a 7-inch. And she's going down to a 5-inch. When I put her in there, as you can see, she had stuff going on. And that new growth was starting, so I had hope for her, just like right now. I don't see a new growth on her quite yet, but it is about this time of the year when she does start pushing out a new growth, so we will have to wait and see. That's probably bark, but it looks like a root, so we're going to take it out of there. And just make sure no decaying matter is in here, because we definitely don't want to ruin it. So this is just small, medium, large bark with some large and small perlite in there, all from the Orchid Supply Store. And so for those of you who are new, if you'd like to get a 12% discount on the orders at your convenience, let me rephrase that. For your convenience, you can get a 12% discount at orchidsupplystore.com on any purchase, any amount. There's free shipping. And for those of you who've been here for a little bit, already know that. So everybody go check out what Ken's got for this year. Because, you know, spring, guys, is right around the corner. I smell it. I was out at lunch the other day, and all the bushes are starting to, you know how they get like that redness and where the growth is getting ready to come out. I'm so excited, so excited. All right, so now I am going to put just a wee bit of cinnamon, and I'm just going to carefully dip the edge of this into here without getting any on the root. Because if I do it with my hand, I'm afraid I might, and this, I just poured it in this little cup. It's just a lot easier to deal with. And then let's just tap off the excess here. There we go, and then that'll seal that from anything. And I won't water her today. I'll give this time to completely dry. And I could have just put her in if I wasn't going to water and then let it kind of dry overnight. But because this bark is a little damp, like I said, I just watered her a couple of days ago, and some of the inside was still a little damp. I think this is the safest way to do it. Her blooms are gorgeous. If I can find her blooms, because I have not seen them since 22. I think she rebloomed for me in 22. I'll put the picture up here, but it might have gotten lost when I had restored my computer and didn't realize that I didn't save everything like a yo-yo bird. But you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. All right, so put there, and then I'm going to add some mycorrhizal fungi in here. Get a nice little healthy bio community growing in there. And because she doesn't have a lot of roots, I'm gonna kind of fill this up pretty high and pretty low because she is somewhat of a little bit of a climber. So here is where we're going to set her. And I am going to set her about right, because since I've cut that back piece off, she might push out a growth from this back here. Can't really guarantee it, but it is always a possibility. So we're going to put that there. And then where's my other stakey stake? Put the other stake, whoops, right back here. And you know what I forgot, guys? We're going to bring this strap like here and there. And then that should hold her in there. Oh, she's actually pretty secure just like that. So let's feel around gently with, so I don't damage any of those root tips. So I'm just going to shake a little bit. Normally I would be moving it around with my hands, but I'm just going to shake it so it can gently fall. There we go. And I'm putting her a little bit lower to help, one, kind of make the pot a little bit shorter. Because right now I feel like if I leave it the way it is, it's going to end up staying too wet too long and then ruining what's in there. Whereas with the shorter pot, or lower pot, because kind of making it only that tall as opposed to that tall, I think that will help as well. And I am going to press gently. And then I do have this one little piece of bark that I'm going to set to help brace her as well. Like I said, if you don't mind subscribing and following along on her journey this growing season, see what she does. I think that's all we're going to be able to do for her. Fingers crossed that I just need a growth. I don't even care if she blooms for another 2 years. I just need her to grow, get her strength back so that we can see those gorgeous, gorgeous spider flowers. If I can't find my picture, I will see if I can go on the internet and find one where I'm not going to get a copyright strike or anything like that. But if not, go look her up. She is absolutely stunning. Just stunning. I think I might get one of my taller stakes and stake these leaves up because they're awfully heavy and pulling down. But I'll do that here in a little bit. Hope everyone has a beautiful day. Please remember to like, subscribe, go ahead and comment down below, and we'll see you next time.